Am I the a-hole for refusing to babysit for my sister because I don't want her stepdaughter in my house or to be alone with her? This might end up being long, but I need to get it off my chest and hopefully get some honest feedback. I'm in my 20s and live alone. I have a pretty peaceful life, and I do what I can to stay close with my family. I'm the fun uncle to a bunch of nieces and nephews, and up until recently, I loved having them over. I'd let them play video games, watch movies, eat junk food, things their parents don't usually allow. I liked being that safe space for them, where they could just relax and be kids. My older sister, who's in her 30s, has been married to Nick for around 6.5 years. When they got married, Nick already had a daughter from a previous marriage, Abby. She was about 5 at the time. And I'll be honest, when they first got together, we all adore her. She was sweet, curious, full of energy, and honestly blended into the family like she had always been there. She used to call me Uncle, would run up to hug me at family gatherings, and even drew me pictures. I still have one she made when she was 6. It says, "To my uncle who always gives me juice and cookies." But things changed dramatically about 5 years ago. That's when Abby's mom divorced her second husband. Since then, it's like something inside her snapped. She went from tolerating my sister and Nick to full-on hating them. And she made it her mission to poison Abby against us. Against Nick, against my sister, and even her younger siblings, who are Nick and my sister's biological kids. I get that divorce is hard. Co-parenting isn't easy. But this went way beyond that. At first, it was subtle. Abby would say strange things like, "Mommy says you're not my real family," or "I don't have siblings, just pets at Mom's house." We brushed it off as confusion. She was young, after all, and trying to make sense of conflicting messages from both households. But over time, it escalated. Abby became colder, more distant, and then outright rude, especially to my sister. She refused to talk to her unless absolutely necessary, rolled her eyes constantly, and snapped whenever she was asked to do anything. But what truly changed everything was when we found out she was spying. Yes, spying. Abby started snooping around their house, opening drawers, going through cabinets, even sneaking into their bedroom when she thought no one was watching. One day my sister caught her taking pictures of prescription bottles and sending them to her mom. Another time, she was trying to take photos of a private letter Nick had left on his desk. They had to start locking everything, literally everything. Their bedroom door stays locked even during the day. Medications are now kept in a locked box in a high cabinet. My sister even had to hide her personal journal because it had been read. It would be one thing if it was just happening at their house. But then it started happening at our houses too. At my parents' house. My other sister's place. Even our aunt's house. Every time Abby was left unattended for even 5 minutes, someone would find a drawer opened or something out of place. And eventually, it became clear she was doing recon for her mother. And here's the kicker. She's still being rewarded for it. Nick and my sister have tried everything. They've brought this up in court. They've put Abby in therapy. They've grounded her, restricted phone access, even tried to have neutral third parties help facilitate boundaries. But no matter what they do, Abby's mom undoes it. She tells her she's a hero for standing up to the fake family. She gives her gifts, praise, and even lets her skip school sometimes after she gets caught, basically reinforcing this behavior. So why would she stop? And I know what some people will say. She's just a child. She's being manipulated. She's the victim here. And I agree. I really do. But that doesn't make her behavior any less damaging or invasive. And it doesn't mean I have to be okay with being around someone who might go through my private things, take pictures of my medications, or twist something I said and report it to a hostile ex. She doesn't see me as her family anymore. She's made that perfectly clear. She told her half-siblings to stop calling her big sister. She told my niece that she's an only child and has no cousins except the ones from her mom's side. She used to sit on my lap during movie nights. Now, she won't even look at me. And that's fine. People change. Kids grow. But I won't pretend everything is normal just to make others feel comfortable. So, when my sister asked me last week if I could babysit her kids this weekend, including Abby, I told her no. It's not even that I had plans. I just couldn't do it. I told her honestly. I'm not comfortable being alone with Abby. I'd feel like I'd have to hover over her every second. Not because I think she's dangerous, but because I don't trust her. And that's not a dynamic I want in my home. I don't want to lock up my office. I don't want to be paranoid about what's on my kitchen counter or what she might overhear and report. I don't want to feel like the adult being watched by a child. My sister offered a compromise. Maybe I could just come over and babysit at their place instead of having the kids at mine. But to me, that didn't really solve anything. The environment changes, sure, but the stress and emotional labor would be the same. And I'm sorry, but I'm not volunteering for a few hours of high-alert stress just to play peacemaker in a situation I didn't create. My sister, to her credit, said she understood. She was disappointed, but she didn't press me. Nick, however, did. He called me and basically laid into me for giving up on Abby. He said she's not a bad kid, just a confused one, and that if everyone gives up on her, she'll never get better. He said that families should step up in times like this, not walk away. He told me that my refusal makes things worse. I didn't respond right away because I was honestly hurt. I've been there for their kids since day one. I've given them my time, my energy, my money, and my home. But now I'm being told that my boundaries are the problem? That I'm at fault because I'm not willing to be emotionally drained for someone who has zero respect for me? I don't know. Maybe I am being selfish. Maybe I should try harder. But I can't help but feel like I've already tried, and I've been pushed out anyway. So, am I the a-hole for refusing to babysit because I don't want Abby in my house or to be alone with her?